Imagine commanding a fleet where your most powerful surface ships, those massive Ticonderoga-class cruisers with 122 vertical launch cells, Aegis radar, and command centers, are disappearing one by one. As of 2026, the U.S. Navy is actively decommissioning the last of its 22 Ticonderogas. Ships like USS Shiloh and Lake Erie are slated to go this fiscal year, with the rest following by around 2027 to 2029. These 1980s-era giants have served heroically, from Desert Storm to missile defense, but age catches up. Maintenance costs skyrocket past $40 million per ship annually, hull fatigue sets in, and upgrades become impractical. The Navy simply can't afford to keep them forever. So, what's replacing them? Not new cruisers. The Navy scrapped plans for a dedicated CGX years ago. Instead, high-end cruiser roles, Air Defense Command, Ballistic Missile Defense, Heavy Strike, are shifting to upgraded Arleigh Burke Flight III destroyers now, and eventually, the future DDGX large surface combatant in the 2030s. These provide similar or better missile capacity, sensors, and power in a more modern hull. But the bigger shift is toward frigates. Smaller, cheaper, built in numbers. The old cruiser-heavy fleet is giving way to a more distributed, mass-producible force. Why? Fleet numbers are shrinking, down to worrying levels amid China's rapid buildup, and the Navy needs affordable escorts for carrier groups, anti-submarine work, surface strikes, and presence missions without tying up billion-dollar destroyers. Enter the frigate pivot. The Constellation-class FFG-62 was supposed to be the answer, 20-plus ships based on a proven European design, but design changes ballooned costs. Delays pushed first delivery from 2026 to 2029 plus, and it became another procurement headache. In late 2025, the Navy canceled most of it, keeping just the first two under review, and shifted to FFX, a simpler, faster-to-build frigate derived from the proven U.S. Coast Guard Legend-class national security cutter. Goal? First hull in the water by 2028, produced at scale, potentially 50 to 65 total, by Huntington Ingalls and others. These will handle low-end threats, patrols, counter-narcotics, escort duties, freeing Burkes and future DDGX for peer fights. It's not glamorous. Frigates won't match a cruiser's firepower. But in an era of hypersonics, drones, and distributed lethality, quantity and speed matter. The Navy's betting on more hulls in the water sooner, even if they're simpler, to counter threats and rebuild fleet mass. Cruisers aren't being replaced one for one. They're evolving into a layered fleet. Elite destroyers at the top, mass frigates below. That's the 2026 reality. Pragmatic, painful, but necessary.